Hey, what's up? Alexander McLennon here. Tiana asked me to do a video to answer a question. So here it is. The question is whether or not I think LGBTQ plus history should be taught in schools. My answer to that is yes, simply because it's a part of history. And now, especially from the time that has passed up to now, it's a very important part of history. And irrespective of anyone's beliefs, history should be, unbiased and impartial. It's just an account of what happened. It shouldn't be emotional or, that kind of thing. So, yeah, it happened. So, why shouldn't we learn about our history?
Though I believe that the LGBTIQA plus syllabus should be taught in schools. Yeah, I mean, it's just like any other human history. First of all, if I had known some of the things now that I had known back then, I think that would be very much empowering to me. You get me? I get more interested or intrigued in learning about the history syllabi. This is one of the major topics not focused on. First of all, the AIDS pandemic back then in the 1980s. You get me, with the AIDS crisis happening. It was so fucking empowering for me to know now how our lesbians, you get me, were there for us gay men at the time who were suffering from this plague. Trust me, if I had known back then how integrated we were, you get me? This whole perception of boys versus girl, women versus men in this modern era, it would be completely different. You get me? Especially the trans community who was there, being their authentic self within that time. The things we don't learn about until we are out of fucking high school. Hell to the fucking yes. I wish it was taught to me back then. Certain fundamental aspects that I have learned now that I didn't learn about then, it would be very much important, or rather an integral part in me growing up, my upbringing. Because very much so, I believe that I could have incorporated some of the methods or ideas past activists have implemented within society in order to bring about social change. I believe in that. I'm all for that. And trust me, I wish I was a part of that. So do I believe that the LGBTIQA plus syllabus should be taught in school? Again, hell to the fucking yes.
Hi guys, I'm your girl Shernett. The name of my channel is That Girl Shernett. Guys, please come on over to my channel, like, share and subscribe, turn on your post notifications so you will know whenever I upload a video or I go live. Guys, today I just want to give a brief view on the topic, should LGBTQ history be taught in school? Yes, knowledge is power. So guys, if LGBTQ was taught in school, most of us would not be so ignorant to the fact that it's normal, it's natural, and it's not something that if your child decide they want to live their life that way, they're supposed to hide, they're supposed to afraid to let you know that they wouldn't be loved no less, and people would not have treated them the way they did sometime. So I believe it should be taught in school, so it would be the children would be educated from a young age that, okay, if you are decided to go that way, if you are decided to do that, it's normal. That is just my take on it, guys.
Should LGBT history taught in school? Right? Alright, so the first thing I want to say on that is that LGBT, lesbian and gayism was around from before me and you born. And me I tell us say, me I so 40 years old. And it was around. So why shouldn't it be taught in school? I mean, it's a part of our everyday life. Not everyone is LGBT, but one LGBT don't matter. We're all human. Blood run through vein just like a straight person. You see? So yes, I think that LGBT should be taught in school, right? I feel like if we were more educated when we were kids, when we were much younger, then it wouldn't be so much homophobic behavior right now, especially in Jamaica. Because it's the thing, knowledge is key, and the most illiterate people say things when they really don't know things. They act on what they think is right in their head. So basically, if it goes so or it don't go so, them just gonna lash out. They're just gonna say what they believe and act on how they believe. But lesbianism was there before, or gayism or LGBT was there before we even born. So yes, I feel like, alright, I feel she asks at what age I think the kids should be taught. I think they should start teaching these kids from primary school. Teach them the history. You're going to teach them history of everything else. Why not teach them the history of LGBT? So when you start at a primary level, then they'll understand more. So they will grow up not to be stigmatic, not to be homophobic, and they'll understand that every life matters and everyone have a decision and everyone have a choice. You understand? So when they come up and they see a gay person, then they will know to treat them with the respect just as they would treat a straight individual with that respect. So yes, I think they should be taught at primary level, because education is the key, and the more you know, when you know about LGBT and what it stands for, then it will be less stigmatic, less homophobic, and less people can live their life how they please, how they want, and yeah, can feel free, can feel comfortable and stuff like that. Well, that's my take on if LGBT history should be taught in school. Yes, I think it should. It should. Let the kids know. Let the kids know what is up. Let the kids understand, so as when they grow older, they'll have the understanding that they need and the respect that ought to be given to any individual, no matter what their creed, their color, or their sexual orientation. So yes, it should be taught. So yes guys, as I say, and I don't know, no comment down below, let me know what your thought is, and I'll be responding to some comments. Please remember, subscribe to my channel, the Shawn Family Vlog. Well, I drop the name right there, so I just run go over, go check it out. There's a bag of excitement, a bag of fun, and a bag of things that go on over there, sir.
Hey, I'm Lando. My views on teaching students about the LGBT history and community is, for me, I don't think necessarily they should have a specific subject area on teaching LGBT to youths. What I think they could incorporate it with is sex ed. So just as how you have sex education in high school and you don't start teaching it until a certain grade, I think that's about grade 9. I think that's when they can incorporate teaching about the LGBT community to students. I don't necessarily think that it should be start to teach the younger set. I think in that case, for younger children, the parents should be the ones who educate them about LGBT person.
Hey guys, I'm Shernett. I'm Joanna from My Happy Life TV. We were asked by Tony and Tiana to answer some questions. Do you believe LGBTQ history / education should be taught in school?
Yes, of course.
I feel that we should bring up LGBTQ and the community in school because it's just going to bring more awareness. I don't see the harm in just teaching them. It's not saying...
Just educate them to actually be kinder to someone else. Like, to actually think about what someone else actually experienced and how to go through to actually be able to just be themselves. Like,
Right, and honestly, it can probably help a lot of kids who are in school and struggling with who they are because they don't see any representation, nobody talks about it. So yeah, I think it would be helpful to have at least some type of program or a class, like just like they have sex education or something. But yeah, they need to teach it or start teaching. And I feel that it could help kids.
It's gonna help a lot of kids, in all honesty. Yeah. So that was the question, guys. Thank you again. Bye.
Bye.